the fucking like the sausage roll.
The tube.
It came in a tube, like sausage.
Old school sausage.
But it was hamburger meat.
It was hamburger. Yeah, that's what they do. They do that now. Yeah, they do that.
He was
now
on
I get the packages. Now I get packaged.
Yeah.
You know.
I said, man, what is this?
I didn't change. I get chuck. I get the ground chuck.
Yeah,
80-20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't try to do that. I don't mess with the 70s.
The moral of the story is we didn't like the same shit.
Yeah,
so it worked out well. We didn't like the same kind of women. I have to worry like it
worked out.
Yeah, and I think very highly of you. Yeah. Like you probably the only Michigan nigga I fuck with.
So question.
Yeah.
You made a statement. You said you was a teacher.
Welcome to Just Posted Y'all. We back.
What?
Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for listening as always.
So tell us the story.
So this all came from Darius Cooks.
This was about one of the topics.
Yeah, so it's Darius Cooks. He came out crying, saying that St. Louis kids
when did he stop being a grifting cooking nigga?
I didn't even know he was in St. Louis in general, period.
When did he become, is he from East St. Louis?
I don't think so. I thought he was from Ohio, maybe.
Of all the places to pick to live, and no diss to East Boogie, I couldn't even pick that.
So what happened? Look, just tell me. I don't know what happened.
So apparently he's an educator now.
Cooks. Who was he? Who was?
Oh, Darius Cooks. He used to sell like pots and shit, and
is that the one that came to St. Louis a couple years ago and he got like a whole? No, that was somebody else.
Yes.
They both came. I know what you think about, but
it's like a chubby bald head dude.
Yes, that's him. That's
Darius Cooks.
That's him.
I thought he cooked and stuff.
He did.
That's the point. That's the point of what Sleepy said.
And
a teacher,
and my mother was a teacher. She went to Stowe's Teachers College. I mean, she went to Stowe.
Yeah.
I donate money to Stowe still because of my mom. Like I fuck with the Stowe, and I have a huge respect for educators. Teaching kids is not easy. It is not. If you're in education, salute to you. When did he pivot?
So one place that says he's in Nashville, this is weird. I've seen different places. Some stuff online is saying he teaches in Nashville. But I saw East St. Louis though too somewhere.
That would make more sense to the East St. Again, no diss, because I got a lot of friends from the.
So then another one says he's at Wheatley High School in Houston.
Houston, yeah.
Okay.
So where did East St. Louis come from?
I don't know.
I saw that somewhere.
I saw it online too. Whatever he's teaching somewhere. How did you make that pivot to go from selling pots and plates and dinners? He would you could rent me for a dinner, basically.
Oh yeah, because he would come here and rent out a place and do a dinner
and charge you for it.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of beef about that because some people was like the experience was trash.
And then he had other things that he did where he didn't pay people.
He's the one that came. He came here and he dissed a restaurant or something, and they
just a whole bunch of black restaurants.
Yeah, he dissed a whole bunch of black restaurants here. I remember that.
Him and Mr. Chime Time, but shout out to Mr. Chime Time.
Chime Time, cool. I like Chime Time.
No, he got better. He got better.
He was trying to run up on him in St. Louis though. He had to get up out of here.
No, he was here for hell of this.
Yeah, but the cats are trying to find him. Knows what I'm saying.
That brother was here for
a nice little.
Felt like
he spent a lot of time. He spent a lot of time in Detroit. And a lot of time, I think he's from North Carolina, though.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. I actually like those type of people. What's the other guy's name that fights too?
Kev, not Kev.
No,
he's super nice.
Yeah,
the way he talks.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He do the shit with his hands.
Yeah.
What's that boy's name?
What's his name?
I'm pulling it up.
It's in my head. I can see it.
Keith Lee.
There you go.
Keith Lee, cool. So Keith Lee was my favorite.
Keith Lee maximized the shit out of it.
Keith Lee, Mr. Chime Time. Darius Cooks was somewhere down here. For me,
we're down here.
For me, and I can use, but I give him points not because he's apparently an educator.
So
what was okay? Give me the background. Oh, give them the background.
Yeah.
So I am on my lunch break. It is 11:30 or something like that, and I just finished a 3-hour class. We have what's called block, and block is where first and second periods are combined for subjects that need it. And so I literally broke down in the middle of class because I'm teaching seniors. These kids are leaving high school and going to college, hopefully, after they finish. We had 2 paragraphs to read, 1 sentence complete to write. I gave them the sentence stems. I basically completed the sentence for them in the model. These are 17 and 18-year-old kids, and they couldn't fill in 4 words. 4 words. I gave them the scenario. We annotated together. I gave them the answers before we even had the problem. And they couldn't do it. I don't know. I simply don't know where the problem is. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read and seniors who cannot write. They cannot write. They can reason. They have the ability to defend their reasoning if it's talking to their homeboy, but applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs, and they couldn't do it. Our young black men, our young brown men, our young black girls, and our young brown girls oh God.
So basically, Darius Cooks says that he's the senior kids, which is weird. He said that they don't know how to read or write at least a paragraph or 2 to explain themselves or really read for real. He said they can convey themselves within a conversation, but they can't articulate it through reading and writing.
Okay.
That's
he was crying and stuff too.
Yeah, he was crying too.
While some of this may be true, the education system has, no child left behind did not work. And them children that did get left behind are now parents. And that ain't helping much. That ain't helping much.
So No Child Left Behind would be like early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. Some of them motherfuckers is parents now.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are parents now. Yeah, because that'd be 20-some years. Yeah.
So
they left a child behind, but didn't.
Well, they didn't, but they probably should have. They probably should have called them up.
And didn't bring and didn't give them condoms.
Like I'm never gonna. No, I mean I'm just saying. I was lucky enough to never get held back or nothing like that. But shit, my mother would have been like, keep your ass.
Yeah, I've never. So true story. It's like crazy.
You got left behind.
Yeah, right. I've never completed the 7th grade.
I'm sorry.
I've never.
See, you went to college.
So long.
Your life story is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, dude, no, seriously. No, stop, y'all, stop all this for a second. I know, but no, stop for a second. There's other stuff we talked about off the air with stuff like that you've been through in like your life story. It really is some interesting, some crazy shit. Continue with your story, but this is...
I've known you a long time.
I've never completed the 7th grade. So this is what happened. So I went to Ferguson Middle. I was in 7th grade. I was on the loons, and we were I wasn't a bad kid.
We were around the same age.
Yeah.
That's when they was fucking niggas and shit. Like niggas was getting flunked back in my day.
So I wasn't flunking. Like I wasn't a bad student as far as like student wise.
It was like attendance and shit.
No, because I would play. So they had a thing called logs. And I remember I got a lot of logs, and it was like 180 days before school ended, and I was in the hallway, and I remember the dude named Alfonso Collier. All we were doing was just slap boxing. Okay. It wasn't a real fight. We just planks, that type of deal. Mm-hmm. They considered it a real fight. gave me 180 days.
Damn.
So I didn't complete there. So, and this was, I don't know what I was going through at that time. So we went to Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is right there off of Flores and Cool Valley. Somehow, some way, I flunked every class except for gym. Just wasn't doing work and rebellious, whatever was going on. So that was my second year, 7th grade. So my mama pulled a what's the movie with Ice Cube search movie?
Boys in the Hood?
She pulled a Boys in the Hood. She said, "Hey, I can't deal with you. You're going to your daddy's house." So I ended up moving down to Springfield, Missouri with my brother. Went down there. I already was big, right? So I'm about, I've already was big. I was starting to get a little coach. Somehow the coach saw me. He went to the principal. The principal, he came over, he said, "Hey, if you play football, we'll move you up to the 8th grade." I played football. We went.
You could have been the blind side.
We went undefeated and unscored on.
Shut up.
No bullshit. Pleasant View Middle School, Springfield, Missouri.
Well, I be fucking John Brown.
So you ain't never completed 7th grade?
No, technically no.
Can you? Oh, what? I'm gonna write your story. Because
it's like the other stuff too, though. Like the other stuff that happens after that in your life is like
this shit.
It's a whole.
This shit need to be a movie, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't blowing smoke. I thought I had been through some shit. This nigga like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
it's amazing.
Because it's just up and down. It's like a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster. And then we
high ass highs and the wild ass lows. But
we did talk about the being arrested.
Right, but we ain't talking about on air. That was just something.
Yeah, no, we ain't talking about it on air. We don't do all that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Is he a teacher? Did he go to school?
It looks like he is a teacher.
But you were a teacher too. So you were a teacher
just
too.
for a second.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay. Whoa. One, I graduated.
But sir, are you a professor?
No, I'm not a professor.
Are you an adjunct professor?
No, I didn't.
Did you have any accreditation to be a professor at a major university?
There was a college then.
Same thing.
Another university.
College.
So
it looks like he's finished his coursework.
So there you go. Then I ain't got no problem with it then.
It says, known for his food-related ventures, like over the past 50 years, he amassed a following more than 2 million followers across social platforms that appear on Food Network. It says he recently added education to his resume with a career pivot in Texas that has people questioning his motivation. Cooks was humbled 2 days into lessons at Phyllis Wheatley High School on August 11th. He went viral for posting about his students' poor academic performance in the Houston school. Then he says, I literally broke down in the middle of class because I'm teaching seniors. These kids are leaving high school and going to college. Hopefully, after they finish. Chris began his voice becoming streaked with tears during the lunch break. Cooks recorded the video.
Did this just happen?
Yeah. School just started.
No, school ain't even in.
When in Texas they started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they started.
Oh, okay. I ain't about to say because
you got a whole year to get these niggas caught up, bro. This your time. This your time to shine.
What classes? I feel like he was doing a lot of wolfing online. Like he trying to get.
So according to Crooks, this is according to Crooks on his Facebook. He is 3 courses into his master's.
He a teacher.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is his real name Crooks?
No, it's Cooks.
Okay, I was about to say Crooks.
He only a crook when he's selling pots and shit.
Yeah, so according to Cooks' Facebook, he is 3 courses into his Master's of Education, Curriculum and Instruction at American College of Education, and he quietly passed his content certification over the summer to be a certified teacher. He also finished his certification coursework, and all he needs is his field hours, which he will get over the next 2 weeks when school starts. And he's also a ServSafe certified and getting his doctorate degree in education once he finishes his master's degree. That's what he says, though.
Okay, well, one, salute to you. Don't play these kids, teach these kids, get these kids together. I'm gonna go in positive because I tried to teach, it didn't work out too well. My mother was a teacher.
You still ain't telling the story.
We're gonna get into that in a second.
What happened? Because you don't have you're not a professor. Let's put this out here again. You're not a professor, right?
Can I talk?
You're not an adjunct, right? And you don't have an accreditation to be a professor at a college.
So I don't want to say that I was a professor that day because I'm not a professor. Something happened with one of the professors, and I was needed to talk to some folks for an hour and 15 minutes, basically to do help them with the coursework, to talk about it during school hours.
So you weren't teaching. You were just
I was giving the material, and they were
so
taking notes.
Teaching,
But
that's teaching. That's what a teacher does, sir.
It was
we ain't gotta put names up there. But
it was an African American history class.
Okay.
And because I'm pretty good at history, someone approached me and said, "Hey, this teacher's out, professor is out. Can you cover this class?"
Because if you're covering, that means you're teaching it, right?
Cover this
You're
class.
like a substitute.
I was dressed the part that day too, praise the Lord. I had a dress shirt, didn't have on a tie, but I had a dress shirt, some khakis.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, remember we had, back in the day we had to dress up on Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Like for Alpha, we had to
Right.
So I was dressed appropriately because it was a Tuesday.
Gotcha.
And he was like, "Hey, can you just run this class? Because the teacher's out." It starts in...
Is it on your resume?
No, I would never.
Put teaching on your resume?
No.
You're a teacher.
It starts in 20 minutes. Can you cover it? And I did an excellent job. Like when I left, I saw them, which is messed up. I saw some of the students a couple days later playing spades because I'm really just not. I don't go to school there. I had just graduated.
You know what? You know what's so bad about that? Like we never said a school, but just because you said spades, I know exactly school you're talking about.
And they was like, "Oh, you the coolest
squad. We play spades.
You the coolest teacher ever. Like you play spades." And I was like, before I went to college and things, I knew how to play spades. I didn't want to tell them that I wasn't a real professor because I'm not a real professor. And I was like, I'm just covering
Professor Sleep.
I'm just covering this class for y'all today.
They called you Professor Sleep
since your teacher is out.
Teacher Sleep.
I was more of a teacher's aide. That you know how the teacher's aide knows the stuff.
And they teach the class.
I pretended to be a teacher's aide that day.
I pretended to be a teacher's aide
that day. Okay. And it was great. But I also was.
Did you ever think about getting into teaching after that?
I subbed after graduation for Rockwood School District a couple times. And I realized teaching other people's kids ain't for me.
What did you do, high school?
I was doing middle school.
Oh, okay.
I realized teaching other people's children is not my ministry. A salute to my mother who was an educator. I have a sister who's in education. Salute to her. It was not for Eric. And I was like, let me try to use this communications degree in some other way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
But no, I would never pretend to be a professor. I realized what I was. I was more like a teacher's aide that day.
Okay.
The teacher was not there, so I had to cover the material as a favor from one of my friends who was working for the school, and he didn't want it to look like the school was not a professional school because at that point they was going through transitions and things was going on. And he was like, "Hey, can you just cover this for me?" So I did.
You know, that's crazy. That sounds right.
But I did.
Because it sounds like he was like, "Yo, this school, I don't want the school to be unprofessional, but I'm gonna put the dude who's not a professional in here."
But according to everybody, I did a great job.
That's all that matters.
To a point,
I just think that's funny though.
He was like, "If you actually get accredited, like we can make this work." And I was like, "Nah." Nah.
Professor Sleep.
I'm like, this will come out in like 5 years and I'll get blackballed.
If you had to teach something, what would be your subject? If you was like,
history by far.
History.
Yeah, history.
What about you, Darius?
I like economics too, but definitely history.
History for sure.
Yeah.
I was actually, that's why I went to the hair stuff. I was a secondary education social science teacher.
Oh snap! So why did you decide not to? You look like to be a teacher.
Life.
Okay.
Hey, but teaching other people's kids is hard, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like parents don't be caring, man.
So it was let's see what happened. It was like 2008, 2009. I had just crossed, and I was a non-traditional student, so I didn't go to school until I was 24, 25. Now that story's funny. How I ended up at hairstyle. Sure, we'll tell it. All right, so I used to be
the Arliss life story.
I used to be at Sprues a lot.
Listen, he's not lying.
That Spruce, St. Louis Knights.
Spruce champion.
Hey.
Oh, so you was at all the hood.
Oh, yeah, that's why I love
You must have been the Crown Royal too. You try to go to the Crown Royal too.
every once in a while, but I was more Spruce, St. Louis Knights, the other ones at the spot, the other one in Baden, Mono.
You was in Baton like that?
Yeah,
You're St. Louis Knights.
Was you at Nick's Pub, nigga?
No. I just stayed.
Oh, okay.
I just stayed this.
Shout out to the PX.
Yeah.
So I there was a coach. He was a girls club volleyball coach.
So I was
At
coaching.
Aristotle. He was like 24. I was 24, about 24, 25. And he was basically like, hey man, if you come up there and be my assistant, I'll get you some scholarship money to help me out. I'm like, all right, cool.
Did you know anything about volleyball?
No. He just was cool with me and Spruce. And I was like, yo, I don't even know how, but I think I have been talking about going to school because this is like
I need a little background.
This is a little bit after I met Doja at T-Mobile, not T-Mobile, at Sprint. And I was like, hey, how do I become an alpha?
Gotta go
He
to
was
college.
like, gotta go to college.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll figure this out. And then I guess I had talked to him or something about that. And he's like, I'll get you a little scholarship money. And I was like, all right, cool, what I gotta do? And he said, fill out the FAFSA and then apply for the school. But luckily, I was old enough that I didn't have to use my mom's taxes and stuff. So I got good scholarship money. I got financial aid and I got financial aid.
624.
That's how I ended up at Aristotle, randomly.
I remember Doja telling me about you.
Yeah, I walked up on him. I was like, hey, bro, how I become an alpha?
He's like,
What I gotta do to become an alpha?
Is it today having an Alpha shirt or something?
No, I just knew him because I knew him from Marchtown. Because
Okay.
I had seen him at Marchtown and stuff. And I just
Okay.
knew.
And you just end up seeing him and was like, hey, I know you from the Marchtown.
Hey, I was serious. Like, I didn't know nothing about school. I didn't know.
Listen, Doja was like, I bet this dude walked up on me, right? And I was like, and he was like,
y'all know Doja like you just walking up on it.
what? No, he wasn't even mean like that. That clip you just saw, please tap in and check out Just Posted. We just kicking, talking that good shit, and we fuck with y'all, man. Y'all be easy.